So obviously there hasn't been much happening with New Horizons since we got the final update for the game in November 2021, but the game is still really successful for Nintendo. Despite the fact that some people say it's dead, the game sold over 1 million copies worldwide from December 2022 to June 2023. New players are joining us all the time, and old players return often, as is the nature of a game like Animal Crossing, which can be picked up at any time. Even if you don't play regularly, your island is still there, sitting and waiting. Also, leave a like on the video for all the villages we've sadly abandoned over the years. But what will happen to the game when we move on to the next Nintendo console? As you might have seen, many major video game news outlets reported last month that Nintendo's new console is highly likely to release in the second half of 2024 due to developer kits being sent out. This means that we'll start to see teasers for it throughout next year, which is rapidly approaching. Whilst we know a few details about this new console so far, there have been leaks and rumours about it for a long time, so with the Switch's 7-year anniversary coming up, this era is basically coming to an end. So, will New Horizons be left in the dust in favour of a new game, or is there actually some good news for it? Whilst I do think we will see a new game fairly soon on the next console, that doesn't mean that New Horizons will be left out. For a start, sources who shared the news about the next console confirmed that it will support cartridges, which very likely confirms backwards compatibility for the next system. This means that we should be able to play New Horizons on the next console, which would be really great. I'm sure a lot of the excitement would go towards the idea of a new game, but being able to still enjoy New Horizons on the new console whilst we wait, or just even to have the ability to revisit the game at any point we would like, is really good. After all, you can revisit Population Growing on the Wii, Wild World on the 3DS, and City Folk on the Wii U. Sadly, New Leaf wasn't playable on the Switch, which was a big letdown, so hopefully New Horizons should be playable on the next console given this news. One of the big worries I've seen about this, however, is what will happen to our islands. I think the most likely possibility is that Nintendo would give us the ability to transfer over our save files to the new console using some kind of tool. They'd probably need to do this for a lot of games if they're compatible with the next system, so I can't imagine New Horizons being left out. They could even use the island transfer tool if they wanted to, giving this tool an update to help us bring our islands over. I definitely wouldn't want to lose my island playing on a new system, so this would be really important. I also have seen some theorizing that, like they did with Welcome Amiibo for New Leaf, Nintendo could decide to re-release the game maybe as a deluxe version with some additional content, as an exclusive release for the next console. Whilst I do think this would be a smart move in terms of bringing over some Animal Crossing fans right away to the next system before an entirely new game releases, I'm not so sure Nintendo would take this approach. They sadly really seem done with New Horizons. When New Leaf got the Welcome Amiibo update, it was years later, but New Leaf really hadn't received any updates before that, especially not with them saying they would release no further. I'd definitely like to see this though, and it would be a great way of keeping us all busy until we get the next game, so who knows, Nintendo is very unpredictable. Whilst this news isn't as exciting as getting more updates, it's good to know that New Horizons will still have a place on the next console, and hopefully could benefit from the improved performance, displays, and features this system will inevitably bring. Waiting for the next game will definitely be hard, but at least New Horizons will still be there to keep us company until we get it, and those who have recently bought it won't feel like they've missed out. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments section though. Do you hope we'll get to play New Horizons on the next system? I'd love to hear what you have to say. If you made it to the end, be sure to comment Bob's Gang so I know you did. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, and if you haven't already, consider subscribing and turning on notifications for more.